He's really, really uh, only thinking of that. The children are not doing enough service as they're supposed to be doing. So all the time he has to encourage us for that. So please take it in mind. And at this moment, really and truly, I even feel it. There is a need for it. There is a need for it. It's the right time. This Murli is very old, huh? But Baba is speaking about service. First thing on the top is service. So right now is the right time to do that. So Om Shanti once again. We will start.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Everybody is there. My brother Bazi is there. Where is he? Huh?
Baz is in Lagos.
In
Is
Lagos.
yet,
Oh,
is yet to join. Is yet to join.
Baz Ba is here to join. It's in Lagos.
okay.
It's coming to his, yeah, it's coming to his.
I always like him to be there. I catch hold of him all the time. Right. So the Murli of the third today, it says essence, sweet children. That's what you are. Hmm? See how he starts? Sweet children, you should have great enthusiasm for doing service. See the first word? Great enthusiasm for doing service. The Murli, very old Murli. You have knowledge and yoga. So teach it to others. You have knowledge and yoga. So teach it to others. Increase service. Please increase service. Question. What is the reason for not having enthusiasm for doing service? What is the reason for not having enthusiasm for doing service? Question mark. Then, due to which obstacle is there no enthusiasm? Due to which obstacle is there no enthusiasm for service? He wants to know. Answer. The biggest obstacle is the criminal eye. Note it down. That's Baba's words. The biggest obstacle is the criminal eye. This illness does not allow you. This illness, Baba is calling it. This illness does not allow you to have enthusiasm for doing service. This is a very severe illness, very severe illness. If the criminal eye doesn't cool down, if the criminal eye doesn't cool down, if both wheels of family life don't run together well, the household becomes a burden. The household becomes a burden. In that case, it isn't possible to remain light and have enthusiasm for service. Now you know the reason. So Baba is not just saying things for the sake of saying. He means it. He knows it. God knows, you know. So he's very honest with us children, no? We are the only support for him, no? So he has to speak the truth to us. That's why God is called the truth. So whatever he feels, he tells. He doesn't hide. We need to learn. So, song, awaken, awaken, O brides, awaken. The new age is about to dawn. The new age is about to dawn. Om Shanti. You sweetest spiritual children heard the song. There are few good songs, such as this one that everyone should have. This one that everyone should have. They should be recorded on tape. These songs have been composed by people who, according to the drama, must have been touched to do so. To do so. You see, these songs is not meant for them. It was actually the right songs for us to use for this knowledge. Baba says how they have been touched to create such songs, to make such songs. So Baba said they were touched to do such songs. So Baba says these songs have been composed by people who, according to the drama, must have been touched to do so. This is why they are useful for you children. When you children listen to such songs, your intoxication rises. You get that enthusiasm, you know. The intoxication of you children should continue to remain high, should continue to remain high, knowing that you are now establishing a new kingdom. You are reclaiming it from Ravan. You are reclaiming it from Ravan. When people go to war, they think of taking over someone's kingdom. Hmm? When people go to war, they think of taking over someone's kingdom. But what we are doing? We are claiming our own long lost kingdom. We are not fighting for anything else. Someone's kingdom. They want to take over someone's village. They all fight for limited things. They all fight for limited things. The fight of you children is with what? Who will tell?
With Maya.
Huh? With
Maya. Maya.
very right. Your intellect is in is quite good now today. Children is with Maya. Hmm? No one except you Brahmins knows about this Maya. You know that you have to establish your kingdom over this world in an incognito way. Nobody knows that we are struggling and fighting within ourselves. Nobody knows. Hmm? Incognito way. That is, you have to claim your inheritance from the Father. It's an inheritance, claiming from the Father. In fact, you won't call this fighting. In fact, you won't call this fighting. According to the drama, you had to become Tamo Pradhan from Sato Pradhan. You had to become become Tamo Pradhan from Sato Pradhan, and you now have to become Sato Pradhan again. You didn't know about your own births. The Father has explained this to you. Those of other religions will not receive this knowledge. No way. They will not receive this knowledge. The Father sits here and only explains to you children. How lucky, how lucky you. It is said religion is might. Religion is might. The people of Bharat don't know what their religion is. You have now come to know from the Father that your religion is the original, eternal deity religion. You now know. Huh? that your religion is the original eternal deity religion. The Father comes to transfer you back into that religion. You know how much happiness your religion gives. Do you know how much happiness Baba is telling us? Your religion gives. You don't have to fight with anyone. You have to become stabilized in the original religion of the self. You don't have to fight with anyone. Baba says you have to become stabilized in the original religion of the self and remember the Father. That's all. This too takes time. This too takes time. It isn't that you can stabilize in this just by speaking about it. Internally, there should be the awareness. Most important is the awareness. I, a soul, am an embodiment of peace. I, a soul, am an embodiment of peace. I, a soul, have now become tamo pradhan, degraded, tamo pradhan, impure. When I, a soul, was in the land of peace, I was pure. And then, while playing my part, I became tamo pradhan. I now have to become pure and return home. I now have to become pure and return home. In order to claim your inheritance from the Father, have the faith. In order to claim your inheritance from the Father, what you need to have the faith that you are souls and remember the Father. You will have the intoxication that you are the children of God, children of God. Only by remembering the Father will you be absolved of your sin. Will you be absolved of your sin? It is so easy. I've been hearing this word from Baba for so long time. It is easy. It's so easy. It is by having remembrance that you will become pure and go to the land of peace. The world does not even know about that land of peace and land of happiness. The world does not know about the land of peace and the land of happiness. These things are not mentioned where? These things are not mentioned in the scriptures. There is just the one Gita of the ocean of knowledge, but it is only that they have changed the name in that. Instead of God's name, you put the name of Krishna. The one Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is called the bestower of salvation for all, the ocean of knowledge. No one else is called knowledgeful. No one else is called knowledgeful. Only when He gives you knowledge can you become knowledgeful. Everyone now is full of devotion. You too were like that. You are now becoming knowledgeful. You are number wise according to the efforts you make. Some of you have knowledge and some don't. So what can be said? You cannot claim a high status according to that. The father has so much enthusiasm instead of us. We should have so much enthusiasm. Now says the father has so much enthusiasm for doing service. As yet, children don't have the power to explain to others very well or to create such tactics. Although you children are making effort to hold conferences, etc., he realizes it, that you children and making an effort to hold conferences, etc., the brothers have some power, are thinking and are thinking about holding a gathering in which they can create ways of doing service to make it expand, to make it expand. They are working on this. Baba says they are working on this, the brothers. Although this is called the Shakti army, some Shaktis are not educated. Some uneducated ones teach educated ones very well. There you are. Some are not educated. Some uneducated ones are teach very well. Baba has explained to you that the criminal eye causes a great deal of harm. The criminal eye causes a great deal of harm. This is a very severe illness. It is, it is why there isn't that enthusiasm. Therefore, Baba asks if both the wheels of the household parts, Bazi and Basi, huh? So Baba says, Baba asks, therefore Baba asks if both the wheels of the household parts are running together well.
Yes, Didi, we are.
I know that. On that side, there are such big armies. On that side, huh? There are such big armies. There are groups of women who are very well educated. They receive help. You are incognito. You see, they get help, but we are incognito. No one knows what you Brahma Kumars and Kumaris are doing. No one knows. You are also number wise. Ask yourself. You're also number wise. You have been bent over by the burden of the household path. Although some call themselves Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, their criminal eyes do not cool down. It is very difficult for both wheels to run at the same speed. Baba continues to explain to you children, in order to make you take up service, some are wealthy, and yet there isn't that enthusiasm. They are greedy for wealth. If they don't have children of their own, if they don't have children of their own, they want to adopt a child. Why can't they do service for Baba? Want to adopt a child even if they have. They don't have. They don't say with that enthusiasm, Baba, I am here for you. They want to adopt a child. Why can't they adopt Baba? Hmm? Baba says don't say with that enthusiasm, Baba, I am here for you. I will buy a big house and give that for service. Baba's vision is especially on Delhi. because Delhi is the capital, the head office. Baba says service must spread. Service must spread, especially in Delhi. You should push your way in and explain to someone. You should push your way in to explain to someone. It is remembered that the Pandavas weren't even given 3 square feet of land. This is known for Pandava, hmm, because they were God loving, they were God loving, they were helping God. So that's Baba says that it is remembered that the Pandavas weren't even given 3 square feet of land by the Kauravas. The word Kauravas comes from the Gita. God came and taught Raja Yoga, and that was named the Gita. God came and taught Raja Yoga, and that was named the Gita. However, they have forgotten the God of the Gita. They said Krishna is God of the Gita instead of Shiva. This is why Baba repeatedly tells you, this is why Baba repeatedly tells you, just take up this one main point. Earlier, Baba used to say, explain to those who belong to the Vidyut, Vidyut Society is the name of a society, I don't know myself. Vidyut Society from Banaras, is a place in India, Banaras. Baba continues to show you methods. Baba continues to show you the method. Therefore, you have to try to explain to them very well. The Father continues to explain to you over and over again. Create ways to serve the number one capital, Delhi. Have a gathering and think about these aspects. Have a gathering and think about these aspects. The main thing is to think about how to hold a huge mela in Delhi. Mela means exhibition or whatever in Delhi. Those people go on many hunger strikes, etc. in Delhi. People are taking so much, you know, uh, disturbance. Those people go on many hunger strikes, etc. in Delhi. You don't do such things. You children don't do such things. You don't have to fight or quarrel. You simply awaken those who are asleep. Those in Delhi have to make effort to do this work. See, Baba inspiring the Delhi center, Delhi people. You know that you were the masters of Brahmand, the element of light, and that you are also becoming the masters of the world, just as you did in the previous cycle. Hmm? Before that, you were the masters of Brahman, the whole element, the element of light, and that you are also becoming the masters of the world, just as you did in the previous cycle. It is definitely certain that you have to become the masters of the world. Definitely certain that you have to become the masters of the world. You now also need 3 square feet of land now, only 3 square feet of land in the capital so that you can drop bombs of knowledge. bombs of knowledge. Only 3 square feet of land to stand and throw the bomb of knowledge. I mean, you stand at one place and talk to a big gathering. What, 3 feet? There has to be this. Who can do that? There has to be this intoxication. A sound from eminent people is needed. At this time, the whole of Bharat is poor. The Father comes to serve the poor. There should be very good service taking place in Delhi. Baba continues to give you signal. See, Baba's work is he continues to give you signal. Those in Delhi understand that Baba is drawing their attention to this. Baba is repeating Delhi again and again. What Baba meant, he's drawing their attention. Because Delhi is the capital, no? Hmm? Attention to this. You have to live together like, who will say it? I want you to tell.
Water,
Huh?
milk,
Huh? Milk and sugar.
milk and sugar. Yes.
If you put sugar in the milk, can you see it? You
Um,
feel it. You
you
only
have
feel it. The taste tells you.
दीदी,
Huh?
हाँ जी दीदी, थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़ाएंगे क्योंकि फिर
तो बहुत
7:30.
फास्ट पढ़ रही हूँ. ज्यादा लंबी मुरली नहीं है.
ओके दीदी, ओके ठीक है.
It will finish fast. You have to live together like milk and sugar. Has everybody understood that? There should at least
दीदी,
be a
दीदी,
fortress. हाँ जी.
दीदी, आपका मोबाइल का या आईपॉड का थोड़ा वॉल्यूम इंक्रीज करेंगे, लोगों को
Okay.
कम सुनाई दे रहे हैं.
Okay. 1 minute. ये मेरे को ख्याल नहीं रहता. आपका वॉल्यूम नहीं है क्या?
नहीं नहीं, मेरा तो ठीक है, मेरा फुल है.
हाँ.
आपका
Full है
देखिए.
मेरा ना. Now
और
mine is full. Is it okay?
दीदी ओके
It's
दीदी
full
ठीक.
now. I made it full. Is it
ओके.
okay?
Is for me is okay, but okay दीदी, no problem.
It's full now. I made it full. It cannot go
Yes.
further than that.
Yes, please check your mobile to increase the volume on everybody's mobile. Then it
Ah.
can be loud. Thank you.
You don't have your volume there? Or what? I don't
No,
know.
no, no. Those brothers and sisters, they should
Hmm.
increase their own volume.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Thank you.
So Baba is saying that you have to live together like milk and sugar. So I'm going back there. There should at least be a fortress of you Pandavas. It has to be built in Delhi. A very good head is needed for this. You can do a great deal. Those people very proudly sing. Those people of Bharat very proudly sing, Bharat is our land and we will do this, etc. However, they don't have any strength in them. They cannot be uplifted without help from abroad. You are receiving a great deal of help from where? From the unlimited Father.
From Baba.
From the unlimited Father. There is no limit. No one else can give as much help. At every step, I am with Baba. Everything I ask Baba. So close. Don't think it's a petty thing or to ask Baba. Baba is all mine, you know. And he helps immediately. I feel it. Now create harm. So Baba is saying the Father is giving you children the sovereignty of the world. Therefore, you should have great enthusiasm. The intellects of many become stuck in what? Can anybody tell? Note it down. That what Baba is telling is the truth. The intellects of many become stuck in gossiping. That's why they don't have time for service. Gossiping. Women have great difficulty because of their bondage. Males don't have any bondage. Women are said to be poor and weak, whereas men are strong. When a man gets married, he is given even more power because he is told that he is the Guru and God, that he is everything for the wife. Guru, God, and everything. It is as though the woman is just the tail, no strength. A woman who always dangles after her husband would truly dangle like a tail behind him. She would have attached to her household and children, but men don't have as much attachment as the women have. Well, it's their weakness. Hmm? When they lose a shoe, shoe means wife. It's in Indian terms, that's how they think. Hmm? When they lose a shoe, means in brackets wife, they find a second, a third. They have instilled that habit in themselves. Baba continues to explain to you. Print this, and this is in the newspaper. You children have to reveal the Father. You children have to reveal the Father. Father, a big task. Huh? It is your duty to explain this. Dada is also with Baba. Therefore, this one cannot go anywhere. Brahma Baba. People would say, Shiv Baba, I have such and such a difficulty. Can you advise me on this? They ask such questions. The Father has come to purify the impure. The Father says, you children receive all the knowledge. What am I giving to you? The knowledge what you need. Why don't you use the knowledge? Keep asking me such questions. Use the knowledge. Try and discuss these matters among yourselves. You children now have to show the wonders of doing fast service. Wonders of doing fast service. Service has continued to take place at a crawling speed. Crawling speed. Now show such wonders that many are benefited. Baba also explained this in the previous cycle, and he is explaining it to you now. This Baba's one point has really triggered me to think about it. Baba says, now show such wonders that many are benefited. Hmm? But when you yourself is benefited, then you will run for it because you know the pain, the feeling of these things. They don't, because we are going through this. So we should be running for service. They will appreciate it because they need it. They need it. So his Baba also explained this in previous cycle, and he's explaining it to you now. The intellect of many become trapped somewhere or other. They don't have what they lack enthusiasm. They don't have enthusiasm. They are quickly become body conscious. It is body consciousness that has destroyed everything, in brackets, all truth. Is the body consciousness has destroyed everything, in brackets, all truth. The Father is now telling you such easy things in order to receive, in order to revive the truth. Remember the Father and you will receive power. Just remember the Father and you will receive power. Otherwise, you won't receive power. It's the remembrance, it's the secret. Although some look after center, they don't have any intoxication because they are body conscious. There you are. They
मैं
were.
बोलता हूँ
Huh?
bro.
If they were to
हम्म,
become soul conscious, is for everyone, not the one who's looking after center. If they were
हम
to
पाँच
become soul conscious, they would become intoxicated knowing whose children they are. Is for everyone, not the one
ओम
who's
शांति
looking after the center.
ओम शांति
Anji,
दीदी
bolo, bolo.
दीदी अभी गौतमी बहन का फोन आया वेदांती दीदी उधर वेट कर रहे हैं बोल रहे
Hmm,
कि जल्दी अगर मुरली खत्म हो जाए 5 मिनट
hmm.
में तो वेदांती दीदी फिर जल्दी चले जाएंगे तो इसीलिए बोल रहे हैं कि जल्दी मुरली खत्म हो
तो मैं पढ़ रही हूँ इससे जल्दी कैसे पढ़ो
हेलो हेलो हेलो
जल्दी पढ़ो
5 मिनट
ये थोड़ी है ये always rush करो उनकी करना There has been the intoxication of body consciousness for half a cycle. So it takes great effort to become soul conscious. It isn't just because Baba is the ocean of knowledge and you have taken knowledge that you feel you are able to explain it to many others. You have taken knowledge. There also has to be the power of remembrance. There is the sword of knowledge and the pilgrimage of remembrance. The two things are separate. The power of the pilgrimage of remembrance is required on the path of knowledge. If there isn't that, then the sword becomes a sword of bamboo. Sikhs have so much respect for swords. That was the weapon with which they used to fight. In fact, gurus should never fight. A guru has to be non-violent. There cannot be salvation by fighting. There cannot be salvation by fighting. Yours is a matter of yoga. The sword of knowledge will not work without the power of remembrance. The criminal eye causes a great deal of damage. Souls hear through the ears. The Father says, remain intoxicated in remembrance and service will continue to increase. Sometimes children say that their relatives won't listen to them. Baba says it is because you are weak in the pilgrimage of remembrance that the sword of knowledge huh, is not working. What is lacking is pilgrimage of remembrance. Make effort to have remembrance. This effort is incognito. Giving knowledge to others is very visible. The effort of remembrance through which you receive power is incognito. You don't receive power by having knowledge. It is with the power of remembrance. Underline. It is with the power of remembrance that you become pure from impurity. You have to make effort to earn an income. When the remembrance of you children is constant, and your stage remains good, you have great happiness. You have great happiness. When you don't have accurate remembrance and you choke over something, your happiness disappears. Would student not remember their teacher? Here, while living at home and carrying on with everything, you have to remember the teacher. You receive a very high status through this teacher. See, you have to stay living at home with your families. By remembering the teacher, you will definitely also remember the father and the guru. He continues to explain to you in many different ways. However, when you see your wealth and prosperity and your children, etc., at home, you forget everything. Baba tells you so much that you have to do spiritual service. Remembrance of the Father is the highest service of all. Remembrance of the Father is the highest service of all. Let there be remembrance of the Father in your intellects, in your thoughts, words, and deeds. Relate points of knowledge to others. Do not cause sorrow to any. Do not perform any unrighteous acts. If they don't understand the first aspect of Alpha, they will not understand anything else. First of all, make Alpha firm for them. Don't move on to any other subject till then. Shiv Baba is teaching you Raja Yoga and making you into masters of the world. There is a great show of Maya in this dirty world. There is so much fashion, etc. There should be dislike for this dirty world. By remembering the one Father, your sins will be absolved and you will become pure. Don't waste your time, please. Don't waste your time. Imbibe everything very well. Maya, the enemy, completely finishes the wisdom of many. When a commander makes a mistake, he is dismissed. The commander feels so ashamed of himself that he resigns, that he has resigned. It is the same here. Sometimes even very good commanders fail. Acha, to the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, speak love and remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bakada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual
The
children.
children say,
The spiritual children say Namaste and good
thank you,
morning to
good
the
morning to the
spiritual
spiritual
father.
father. Auntie.
Essence Pradhana. Make incognito effort to have remembrance. So emphasizing on remembrance. By maintaining your intoxication of remembrance, service will automatically continue to increase. Make effort to stay in remembrance in your thoughts, words, and deeds. Now, number two, only speak about things of knowledge. Only speak about things of knowledge. Never cause sorrow for anyone. Don't perform any unrighteous acts. Make effort to become soul conscious. Blessing. May you become free from all attractions and remain constantly cheerful. He's blessing you. May you become free from all attractions and remain constantly cheerful with the intoxication of always being victorious. I am the victorious. The memorial of victorious jewels is the garland around the Father's neck, and it is worshipped even today. So always have the intoxication of being the victorious jewels who are the garland around Baba's neck. You are the children of the master of the world. No one else can receive what you have received. When you permanently have this intoxication and happiness, you will be able to remain beyond any type of attractions. Those who are constantly victorious will always remain cheerful. Those who are constantly victorious will always remain cheerful. They are only attracted to the attraction of remembrance of the one Father. Slogan: to be lost in the depths of one. To be lost in the depths of one means to be in solitude. To be lost in the depths of one means to be in solitude. Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om
Now you can
Shanti,
revise
Mama.
between yourself or watch the sister. सदन अभी क्या करना है बोलो.
दीदी अभी
आप उधर कनेक्ट कर
दृष्टि
दो ना.
दीजिए
है
हाँ 30 सेकंड दृष्टि दीजिए अभी 30 सेकंड दृष्टि दीजिए साइलेंस फॉर मोमेंट देन वी जॉइन already I have sent ID and a password so Vedani Didi waiting for us so we will join another meeting already I sent the ID and a password so we can join Vedani Didi is waiting for us Didi 1 minute silence not much.
So, Brother Gagan, are we joining now? Are we through with the Murli?
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. Okay,
Yes.
Didi. Now
Through
we are
the Murli,
disconnected.
yes, total Murli. I have read even the last one.
I
Yes,
know,
yes,
Mama.
yes.
It
She
is done.
said,
Total.
Didi, okay, we can cut up from here. Please join there. Brother Samuel, Brother Michael,
Happy Raki
Sunday
Day.
with Sister. Can you hear Samuel?
Happy Raki Day.
Thank you.
Happy Rakhi Day to all of you, at the same time.
Yes.
I
Not
don't know
here.
you are in a hurry today.
Samuel. Wait. Brother Samuel,
Yes.
not here. We have to join another group.
Join them now.
You
Come on.
understand?
I'm ready to join. I've joined already.
Oh, there you are.
Not here. There is another group. I have sent the password and ID.
Okay.
So, Brother
Please.
Gagan, are we going off this class now?
Good question.
Yes, Sister Bas, you can go. Those don't understand, I am telling them to join there. You can leave. Brother Osita, you can leave.
Okay.
Brother Sunday, you join another group. Brother Samuel, I have sent you the link in the group, Moth group.
Let me check for the link.
Anybody
Yes,
wants to join can join. Huh? English is there, I think, isn't it?
yes. Brother Joshua भाई,
अभी लेट नहीं करो भाई.
दीदी वो तो मैं उनको समझा रहा हूँ ना.
Yes, brother.
Yes, brother Joshua bhai, I have sent in the moth group the password and
Okay.
ID. So
Okay.
there is another meeting going on in the Zoom.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you
All right.
put your password and your past ID password. The Vedanti
Okay.
Didi is there. Didi आप निकलिए ना
Okay.
दीदी आप उधर ज्वाइन करिए.
मैं
Okay,
कैसे करूँ?
Joshua.
इधर से ज्वाइन करूँ?
इधर से आप कैंसिल कर दीजिए. इधर से
ये
ज्वाइन
cancel?
कैंसिल करके जो अब दूसरा मुरली है जो सुबह हिंदी मुरली पढ़ते हो ना वही हिंदी मुरली करिए.
हिंदी मुरली पे जाऊं?
यस.
अच्छा, ओके.
ओके, ओम शांति.
All right.
Joshua bhai, you please go there.